Coastline, the meeting point.
APC who already have Bola Ahmed Tinubu who have declared clearly, but we are still hearing about Simbajo. We hear that he have not fully declared anyway. We heard of Emefiele. We have all this. There are so many names have been floated, but I want to limit myself into those who are already in politics. Emefiele is still in the civil service. I don't know how they want to bond him in. Yeah, so I'll talk on two that are clearly fire me also. The subtle show. I want to believe Tinubu is a political colossus, and I believe he is a progressive to the core. I know all this political history I was giving you for SDP. I know when I was in SDP, Tinubu was in SDP. We've been flocking together on the same progressive sides. And when Abacha came up with his dictatorship, after annulling June 12 by Babangida, I think Tinubu is one of the few who came out openly to antagonize the military government. They formed the NADECO. Some of them went out, some of them remained in Nigeria and carried the hit. Tinubu was one of them. So he has paid his due, opposing a military dictator like Abacha, who have the license to kill. I believe he is somebody who has paid his due, and eventually he became the governor of Lagos State. Knowing Lagos before he became the governor, knowing Lagos as it is now, you will tell me that Tinubu laid a very good foundation for Lagos to excel. So, if he had done that for Lagos, I want to believe with little push, he can do what he did in Lagos for Nigeria. So I have every confidence that he has the capacity and the experience and the wherewithal to push Nigeria forward. The same question will come. Some people are saying it already, he's not well, he's this and that age and cool, just as I was saying before. And I've answered that question before, that we are not going to a boxing tournament. Neither are we going for a World Cup competition, either in Olympics or Real World Cup. So the physical aspect is not very medicine. Yeah, the sickness, everybody can get sick, and he can get well. And once at a time, you might be bedridden, and you can be off. That he have gone for a medical checkup outside and spent a few weeks, maybe in preparatory to the actual work that he wants to start. What is bad in that? So I have every confidence that Tinubu is capable, he has the capacity, and he can carry forward. Likewise, on Simbajo, who we learned Tinubu brought forward for this position. Honestly, in absence of Tinubu, I will go for Simbajo. In the absence of Tinubu, Simbajo, within the little time, he deputized his president. Everybody knows that a person of Simbajo can lead this country. He can lead this country, honestly. So in that ladder, I would prefer Tinubu if wishes were to be decent, but in absence of Tinubu, honestly, the mandate of Simbajo himself. But in the case of Fayemi, I don't know much about him. I know he has been two-term governor and he has been minister. But he's, I'm not saying he cannot, but I don't know how, I have not learned too much about him. These are the ones in APC that I've known, so I endorse Simbajo, sorry, Tinubu, and also Tinubu, I can take first, everybody, but Tinubu first. That is my interest. Then we've been hearing about others too from other parties. You know, I said somebody like Family and Co. I'm not even mentioning that because, and I do not mention people, even if you had names from the north, like Yaya Bello, who is just struggling to handle Kogi. He's a young man, quite okay. He have the physics, the one they are talking about, but it's somebody who have been struggling to lead Kogi cannot come up today and say Nigeria. And of course, we know this zoning arrangement is important. I also have that belief that at least the North have had their test for this time. You should go to the South. So people like Yabilu will come up and tell you, this and that. I don't even think about him. And I know even if he comes in Solin, he won't go far. So if I go to the main opposition party, I already had Saraki, Atiku, Peter Obi, and Co. And that one, I do not want to start assessing Atiku, Saraki, and Tambuwal. Just in the manner I've just spoken, that I believe that this thing now should go to the South, not the North. That is why I don't want to assess them. So I will assess those that are in the South. Probably you have the Ayim, Pius Ayim. You have I also have Okorocha in APC, which I didn't mention. Okorocha and even the other guy, Odius Okalu. But honestly, by geography, I was supposed to think that they should be favored. Because even the West have had it, Simbanko, Bovasanjo spent years. But honestly, I am not comfortable with their capability and credentials, especially Okorocha. He's too rough to be president. Oji could be better, but I still do not have the kind of confidence on Oji Ozokalu, the way of having Tinubu and Osebalu. Then APC. Coming to that of PDP, I've already written off Atiku and Co. Not that they won't get it all, but me, I had not assessed them because I believe you should go to the South. In the South, you have the Ayim, you have Peter Obi, a few others, but there and then, if it is in PDP, in fact, Peter Obi should be my number one. The two-time governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, when he was governor, you can see what he did in terms of accountability, in terms of work, and so. Because of that, I see him as a very decent person who have capacity, because politics and governance is not only about decency. You can be decent and still have problem. But I see Peter Obi as a better player in PDP. Probably Ayim can also be considered. We can also see another loud one coming up, Wike. Wike, yes. I've been to Rivers. People who have been to Rivers. Wike, yes. In terms of work, I think he has performed. But Wike doesn't have the kind of personality that will lead this country. Because he's too rough and loud. We need somebody, a less controversial person. You can't have a president who will come and be boxing everywhere. Before you know, he has already boxed himself. A president should be somebody who can bring people around him, not boxing everybody. So it's not a boxing tournament. If it's a boxing tournament, we can bring Wike and say, yeah, Wike is number one. But I think Wike, I don't see him as somebody who can lead this country. Not because he has not performed as a governor. Not because he doesn't have the wherewithal, education-wise and age to be president. But his nature, attitude does not make him a good president. And that PDP, then I think I will only, just as I was in Tinubu, my number one, Osebanjo, my number two. In PDP, I will say Peter Obi one, number two, Ayim Pius Ayim.
Coastline, the meeting point.